and the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is the News 8 Daily 8 Podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update.
Hello, I'm Jeremy Jenkins, and this is your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Tuesday, October 22nd.
Searching for a romantic summer getaway? Escape with Rich Girl Summer, the new Audible original from Lily Chu. The exquisitely talented Philippa Soo returning to narrate her 5th Lily Chu title. This time, Philippa is joined by her real-life husband, Stephen Pasquale. Set in Toronto's wealthy cottage country, aka the Hamptons of Canada, Rich Girl Summer follows the story of Valerie, a down-on-her-luck event planner posing as a socialite's long-lost daughter, while piecing together the secrets surrounding a mysterious family and falling deeper and deeper in love with the impossibly hard-to-read and infuriatingly handsome family assistant, Nico. Caught between pretending to belong and unexpectedly finding where she truly fits in, Valerie learns her summer is about to get far more complicated than she ever planned. She's in over her head and head over heels. Listen to Rich Girl Summer now on Audible. Go to audible.com/richgirlsummer.
We begin with the Delphi Murders trial. The jury has now seen the crime through graphic images and disturbing descriptions. News 8's Kyla Russell reports.
At least 3 rounds of crime scene photos were seen in Delphi, all taken by a different crime scene investigator that was on scene the day the girls were found on February 14th, 2017. The photos were presented by State Police Sergeant Jason Page, Sergeant Dwayne Datzman, and investigator Brian Olahi. The photos show Abby and Libby on the ground not too far from the shore of Deer Creek. Libby was naked and Abby was clothed, but did not have all of her own clothes on. Branches had been placed directly on their bodies. The photos showed cuts on the girls' necks and Libby's bloody hands. From my observation, there were about 3 main branches placed on Libby in sort of a triangle formation. There were another 3 on Abby, but in less of a formation. There were at least 4 blood stains surrounding the girls and on a nearby tree. I'll note that we learned branches found there were never taken for testing and were only collected about 3 weeks after their deaths. They also noted in questioning the crime scene investigator was unaware of any DNA tying suspect Richard Allen to the scene. Inside the courtroom, there were audible gasps as the photos were shown. Libby's family was crying, and so was Richard Allen's mom. She held the hand of her husband, Richard Allen's stepdad. Much of the prosecution's focus has been on the unspent bullet found near the girls. Today we learned that bullet was found after the bodies of the girls had been moved and was spotted with a blue light after one investigator noticed the leaves were sort of glistening. We also saw several photos of a cartridge in the ground, but there are no actual photos of a bullet or of it being moved. The bullet was pointed down, investigators say, and the defense focused their questions on 3 main things. If law enforcement was carrying a firearm when responding to the scene, what kind of firearm it was, and what phones worked while on scene. Over the course of the next week, we plan to hear from more law enforcement who were there the day the girls were found. Reporting here in Delphi, I'm Kyla Russell for Wish TV. WishTV.com or follow us on Facebook for updates.
Back in Indy, Governor Eric Holcomb is looking to bolster business with a new direct flight to Ireland. It's part of his trade mission overseas. The governor says the bond between Ireland and Indiana and America continues to get stronger. Right now, there are 52 Irish companies in the state already. The governor says accessibility is paramount in business, and it keeps prices down. He also tells News 8 career opportunities will continually develop from the companies that will locate in Indiana or grow in Ireland.
We share a lot of similarities in our manufacturing DNA, pharmaceuticals, life sciences, and to be able to have this nonstop direct flight will bode well for both the business community and the leisure community, because we're both gateways into a greater area, Dublin for the whole of Europe and Indiana for the Midwest and the rest of America.
The governor also says this is a major benefit to Hoosiers who want to explore Europe at an affordable price. You can listen to the full unfiltered interview with Governor Holcomb on our website, wishtv.com. In other news, during a concert over the weekend, Taylor Swift seemingly confirmed that the roof will be closed on Lucas Oil during her shows. Just take a listen.
And that's what we affectionately refer to on the Eras Tour as a rain show. Here's the thing, this night, tonight, tonight was the very last opportunity we possibly could have had on the Eras Tour to have a rain show, because every stadium from here on out is indoors.
Right now, Lucas Oil Stadium officials have not said whether the windows will be open. If they're closed, it means fans who don't have a ticket likely won't be able to hear the show outside the stadium, something that's now known as tailgating. Let's talk sports. The Colts are playing in primetime this season after all. The NFL says the Colts-Vikings game on November 3rd will be flexed to Sunday night. The game was originally scheduled for 1 that afternoon, but both teams now have winning records since the Colts beat the Dolphins. This will be the first meeting between the Colts and the Vikings since 2022. Well, the Pacers fans will have new food options at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Some of the new offerings include Hoosier mashed potato bowls, smash burgers, and a kid's meal with a souvenir.
It's the basketball that brings people in, but when our fans are here, we want them to have a great experience. So, it sounds corny, but I like to say we have something for everybody. Everything from pizza, hot dogs, and pretzels, up to, fancy tacos and loaded nachos, Italian beef sandwiches. So there really is something for everyone.
It's also the 4th year for the Pacers Guest Chef program that will feature signature dishes from 10 local chefs, featuring minority and women-owned businesses. The new food will be available at the Pacers' first home game Sunday against the 76ers. And we wrap things up today with weather. Storm Track 8 says we're in for a sunny and warm day today. Meteorologist Tara Hastings has your News 8 Daily 8 forecast.
We're going about 15 degrees above normal.
15 above normal.
Yeah, so much of the day today, we're going to be into the upper 70s once again, but we're going to notice some differences, okay? You're going to see maybe a little bit more cloud cover in the sky, and then also the winds are going to pick up too. Okay. So keep that in mind, but those temps are going to quickly climb back up pretty much where we were yesterday. Let me show you a live look here in Carmel, where we do have some of those high-level clouds. You can still see lots of sunshine out there. We're coming in at 59 degrees, almost close to 60 here in Carmel, and we are in the 60s. In Indianapolis at 64, 65 in Bloomington. We're at 66 in Lafayette, 63 in Richmond, and mid-60s right now in Evansville. We're just going to continue to see these temps climb later this afternoon. Now, we do have some of those high-level clouds streaming in across the state right now, across parts of Lafayette, also Indianapolis, with some thicker clouds just off to the west of us. We have a little system that's going to move through during the day today. I don't think it's going to bring us any rain. At times, we may just see a little bit of cloud cover, but the winds are going to pick up a bit here. May see these winds gusting out of the south anywhere between 20, maybe 25 miles per hour later today. Temps will climb into the upper 70s later this afternoon, with at times a little bit of cloud cover here or there. Those readings, I think, will climb to 77 degrees in Indianapolis. So again, another day about 15 degrees above normal, near 80 across parts of Evansville, Columbus, and then right along the Ohio River. We'll let you know how long these warmer temps stick around, all in my 7-day forecast.
To get a peek at the full forecast, just head over to wishtv.com, or you can download the Wish TV Storm Track 8 app. And don't forget to check out our Storm Track 8 weather blogs. This has been your News 8 Daily 8 podcast for Tuesday, October 22nd. I'm Jeremy Jenkins for Wish TV, wishtv.com, or follow us on Facebook for updates.
This is the News 8 Daily 8 podcast, a Wish TV News 8 update on demand. For even more, on demand and on the go, connect with Wish TV on Facebook at wishtv.com and on the free Wish TV mobile app. Thank you for listening, and be sure to like, subscribe, and follow this podcast for updates every weekday morning on the All Indiana Podcast Network and wherever you get your podcast.